Tally uses journal entry as a format for all vouchers. Both debit and credit side of a voucher have to be recorded. Before accepting it, Tally will check the validity and whether the total of debit side equals with credit side. Tally segregates voucher into different types and has the validation check for each and every type of vouchers. Example, cash or bank account should be credited to be a valid payment voucher. Okay. The compound entry which has the multi-debit and or multi-credit can also be entered in Tally. It has the facility to print a sales voucher in normal and invoice mode. Predefining sides of a voucher is also possible. Tally divides vouchers into 4 broader heads based on their impact. They are accounting, inventory, order, and payroll vouchers. Accounting voucher will affect the books of accounts only, whereas the inventory voucher will affect the stock books. Both these vouchers can get matched with each other by tracking the relevant voucher. Now let us see what is accounting voucher. Transactions which will affect only the financial books, whose inventory sides was recorded separately, are known as accounting voucher. Receiving money, recording the value of purchase, and tracking with the goods receipts note can be given as the example for this. Okay. For accounting voucher, we just go to Tally. We will create one new company, giving the backspace. I will create one new company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the name, vouchers. For skipping this content, I am giving Ctrl+A. Okay. So in this transactions, you can able to see the accounting vouchers. Now just enter into this accounting vouchers. Okay. So can you able to see this number 1 is the voucher number, and this payment is a type of voucher, and on the right hand side you can able to see the date and day of the voucher, and in the particulars you can give the ledgers to be debited and the ledgers to be credited, and here the amount for debit and credit has to be entered, and the narration or the brief note option is also there, and here it totals the total debit and the total credit. Okay. So this is the skeleton of the voucher. F2 is the key to change the date of voucher. Okay, you can change the voucher date. Okay. Though this is the educational mode, we can able to create only 2 to 3 days only. 1st April, 2nd April, and then 31st March only. Okay. We can't able to create the vouchers on some other. We can't able to create vouchers in these days. And this is the button toolbar which shows the voucher types. By pressing the corresponding key, we can choose the necessary voucher type. And then the next topic is receipt voucher. Receipt vouchers are for recording receipts of money or equivalents such as checks, demand drafts, and pay orders. Cash sales can also be entered as receipt voucher, but it is better to enter cash sales through the sales voucher so as to get reflected in both sales and cash books. Okay, now let us go to Tally. So go to accounting voucher. So by default it is in the payment voucher. For selecting the receipt voucher, you can either select directly in the button toolbar or press the F6 in the keyboard. F6 is the key for receipt voucher. To be a valid receipt voucher, either a cash ledger or a bank ledger must be credited. So we can debit any ledger other than cash or bank ledger. We should notice that Tally gets credit first and then debit next while entering a receipt voucher. However, this pattern will get changed for every voucher type. Okay. For crediting this, I will create. I will create a secondary ledger under the name ABC. I will create a sundry debtor. Now let us assume the sundry debtor is paying to us. Okay. For example, 50,000. So on the debit side, you can able to see the cash account, or else we can either create bank also. I will press Alt plus C and I will create bank SP account under bank account. Okay. So by pressing this, the voucher is created. And in the narration field, the maximum of 255 characters, including the space and special characters, can be stored. Okay. So this is how we have to create the receipt voucher. And then the next one is payment voucher. Payment voucher are meant for recording expenses, buying assets, settling dues, raising loans, or any other circumstances in which the cash flows out from the business. However, cash purchase will have to be booked through the purchase voucher only. Okay. So while booked in the purchase voucher only, it will be reflected in both the purchase and the cash book. So let us see in Tally. F5 is the shortcut key for payment voucher creation, and the entry pattern will be debit and then credit only. So for example, we just create X, Y, Z. They are the creditors for us. Okay, now we are paying them. So we are paying 20,000. Okay. So through bank account we are paying means the voucher will be created. Okay. And the next one is contra voucher. Depositing of cash into bank, withdrawal of cash from bank, fund transfer from bank to bank, and then cash transfer from the main cash to the petty cash are the purpose of contra voucher. Now let us go to Tally. In the accounting voucher, you can able to see in the button toolbar, F4 is for contra. Okay. You can able to, here you can't able to enter any other ledgers. Only the cash and bank related ledgers will be displayed here. Okay. So now I am giving 10,000 and in the debit column I am giving cash. So it implies being cash withdrawn from bank. Okay. So by applying the golden rules, we can able to see debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, cash comes into the business and banker is the giver. So the banker is credited and cash is debited. Okay. So this is how we can create the contra voucher. And the next one is purchase voucher. Purchase voucher are meant for all type of purchases such as cash purchase, credit purchase and credit card purchase, taxable purchase and non-taxable purchase except the purchase of asset. So for purchase voucher creation we have to go to accounting vouchers and then F9 is the shortcut key for purchase voucher. Okay, so it is in the invoice mode. Okay, for changing this into voucher mode we have to select this, or we can give Control plus V. Okay, so we can able to create the purchase voucher now. We can give any supplier invoice number as 1, 2, 3 and then in the 2 column I am giving cash. Okay, 1 lakh. So we didn't have any opening cash, so it shows like negative cash. And for entering the purchase voucher we have to create one ledger, right? So Alt plus C, purchase, and it will be under purchase account. Okay, if there is any inventory means if we have created any stock items means it will be displayed here. In this company we didn't create any inventory, so we just simply give yes for this. Okay, this is how the purchase voucher can be created. And the next one is sales voucher. Like purchase voucher, sales voucher is meant for all type of sales, that is a credit or cash sales, taxable or non-taxable sales. However, sale of fixed assets or scraps or old unusable materials should not be recorded through the sales voucher. The shortcut key for creating the sales voucher is F8. Okay, this is also in the invoice mode. Let us change this into voucher mode. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So buy cash. So we are making the cash sales for the value of 2 lakhs. Okay, to sales account. Sales account we have to create the ledger, so I just create the secondary ledger, sales under the sales account. Okay, so the stock items will be displayed here. So like this we have to create the sales voucher. And the next type of voucher is journal voucher. This journal voucher can accommodate any type of transaction, but it is meant for the credit purchase or the credit sale of the asset, account transfers, book payable and book receivable, and the rectification of errors. Okay, for example, F7 is the shortcut key for accounting voucher creation. Now let us create one voucher. For example, credit purchase of furniture. Okay, so here the furniture account will be debited. So for that I am creating a new ledger, furniture account under the fixed asset account. Okay, the value will be 25,000. So who is the supplier? For example, I will create one more thing. Mittal and Co. So they are the sundry creditors. So okay, So this is how we have to create the journal voucher. Now we are going to pay Mittal and Co. Okay. For that we have to go to payments voucher. By pressing F5 we will go to payments voucher. Let us change the date. Okay. By pressing F2 we can able to change the date. On the second we are paying to Mittal and Co. Okay. How much is the amount? See here it is showing the current balance for the Mittal and Co. Okay, this is 25,000. Now let us pay 15,000. Okay, through bank account we are paying. See, likewise we can able to pass the necessary accounting vouchers. Our next topic is invoice mode and compound entry. Sales or purchase entries can be prepared by using invoice mode. Invoice mode is for two purposes: to print sales or purchase vouchers as invoice or bill, and to automate the sales tax calculations. If it is in voucher mode, we has to calculate the taxes and input in the amount field. To enable the invoice mode, we have to press F11 and we have to set yes to the corresponding field. Let us look at that. So now we are in the gateway of Tally. Now we just press features and go to accounting features, and in the accounting features we can able to see under invoice mode we have to enable this invoice mode, and for recording purchases in invoice mode also we have to press yes. Okay, so by enabling this we can able to enter the purchase and sales in the invoice mode. Now let us go to accounting vouchers, and now the sales is in voucher mode. For changing this we have to give Control plus V. So like what you are seeing, this is the invoice mode. So it is what the entry pattern will be, the party account and the inventory details and the sales details, and then taxes if any. So like this we have to enter. Let us give the reference number, and I didn't created any party name, so I just given cash. So we have to give all these details. If we created the stock items, means the inventory will be listed here. In this company we didn't create any inventory, so let us create sales only. By giving Alt plus C, go to the secondary ledger. I am giving sales account under the sales. Okay. Likewise we can enter here. So likewise we can also enable the purchase voucher. Okay, so I am giving the invoice number and the party account is cash, and here purchase account under purchases. Example 15,000. If there is a stock items, means it will be displayed one by one. Okay. Next one is compound entry. So after invoicing mode we are going to see about the compound entry. Any vouchers which consist of the multiple debits and or credits is known as compound entry. Let us see one example. Now I will go to the payments. The shortcut key for payment is F5. Okay. Now I will create a new ledger called repairs and maintenance. And it will be coming under indirect expenses. Example 2500 and it will automatically ask the credit side. Now we will change this to buy. Okay. And we will create traveling expense. This is also indirect expense. So 500. So in the two column we can give cash. So it will automatically takes 3000. Okay, this is called the compound entry. So in the manual accounting, a voucher can have either multi-debit or multi-credit, but cannot have both. So the tally has the power to enter both multiple debit and multiple credit in the single voucher itself. Okay. For example, now I am giving 2000 in cash only means. So through bank account we can give the remaining amount. So it will automatically shows the 1000. Okay. So likewise we can give multi debit and multi credit in the single voucher. Thank you.